Good time zone, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Iodine. I'm your host, Benny. And today, we're doing some writing. Check it out. Hey there, Invis. How are you doing? Welcome in. I'm glad I could be your safe haven. Just sucks that you might need one. Oh man. Decided to try some monster. It's called Pacific Punch, I think. And it's basically Hawaiian Punch. It's delicious. Wow, I hadn't tried this one before. There's another one called Pipeline Punch. And that one is pretty good too. Let's see. Has a tropical flavor profile that blends passion fruit, orange, and guava. But this one. Oops. The tropical punch flavor with notes of apple, orange, cherry, pineapple, and passion fruit. Yeah, phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's delicious. The other one is good, but this is... Man. What's the third one that I have in there? There's a third flavor that came with it that I haven't tried yet. Alright. Let's do a little bit of writing. And let's catch up by reading the last few paragraphs.
One of the resident staff began inspecting Takahashi's chest, probing it for broken ribs. Takahashi was still attentive to the conversation, and was surprised to hear the information. It was a phenomenon she had never heard about before. Dr. Ibrahim hadn't either, but she had seen plenty of strange things in her time and didn't bat an eye. The lead physician continued. The wounds to his face and eyes are self-inflicted. His corneas have been completely destroyed. But as you just witnessed, despite the damage, the patient still seems to sense this light and is obsessively drawn to it. How long has this been happening? Dr. Ibrahim asked. The patient first reported the light and eye irritation about 80 hours ago. This was shortly after the patient returned from a planetary expedition. The room was quiet for a moment as everyone was already considering the implications. Did the planet have an ecology? Dr. Ibrahim asked. It does. Another brief hush filled the room as everyone waited for the lead physician to continue. But the patient followed all biocontamination guidelines and wore a level A environment suit.
So he started talking about his environment suit and stuff. Hey, and Viz, do you ever play Metal Gear? Metal Gear? Metal Gear is a video game series. Notes 2.0 more flex. Huh. Seems like it kind of changed the way that they look. Anyway, Metal Gear. Well, the reason why I ask, I don't know. Can it? What's a short? Let's do just a brief mashup. Is this actually gonna have any gameplay in it? No, YouTube. I don't want to answer any questions. Which of these brands have you seen online video advertising for lately? None of them. Wow. I think this is just an audio mashup. Yeah, let's do this 5-minute one, I guess.
Peggy 18.
I was born in a small village. I was still a child when we were raided by soldiers. Foreign soldiers. Torn from my elders, I was made to speak their language. With each new post, my masters changed, along with the words they made me speak. With each change, I changed too. My thoughts, personality, how I saw right and wrong. Words can kill.
Time and again, the country was ruled by a foreign tongue. When he was a young boy, he lost his native language, the bedrock for any developing child. His country, his family, his face, his identity, everything was stolen from him.
This song is definitely gonna get me a copyright issue.
Since ancient times, every civilization's ruler has had the same idea. When people unite under one will, they become stronger than the sum of their parts. And what do rulers use to bring people together? Language.
This world will become one. I have found the way. Race, tribal affiliations, national borders, even our faces will be irrelevant. The world that the boss envisioned will finally become a reality, and it will make mankind whole again.
Hideo Kojima.
America is a country of liberty, a meeting of immigrants. Instead of simply assimilating, its citizens live alongside others. So the Major sought a system that used information, words, to control the subconscious.
In his eyes, the greatest symbiotic parasite the world's ever known isn't microbial. It's linguistic. Words are what keeps civilization, our world, alive. Free the world, not by taking men's lives, but by taking their tongues.
With this, I'll rid the world of infestation. Sans lingua franca, the world will be torn asunder, and then it shall be free. The chain of retaliation is what will truly bind this world together as one.
The question was really just, have you ever played any of the Metal Gear games? Or even really heard of Metal Gear? This is the one, yeah. It's great. It's great. Metal Gear series is phenomenal. Feel more lonely playing it? I could see that. But then also, I think you might feel a little less lonely if you interact with the community while playing it. You know, you go on to forums, you like the memes, you watch some videos and stuff. Chat with other people who are playing or like the game. Like this guy right here.
What a thrill. With darkness
So,
and silence through the night.
the Metal Gear games are just
What a thrill.
really awesome. Really good games.
Searching and I'm melting.
And, oh, this is my Jurassic World stream last night. So... it's related to your name, is why I asked this. You, Invis, as in invisible, I imagine. And anytime lately when I hear the word invisible, it makes me think of Metal Gear. Oh, I mean, I'm actively like playing Metal Gear Solid Delta, the one that I just showed the trailer for. And like I'm doing a playthrough. And I'll probably play the next episode tomorrow, which is actually going to be the last episode. Invisible. And so, like, okay. The connection is so weird, but Metal Gear Solid 5, the previous trailer that I showed earlier, that one, while the game came out in 2015, it takes place in 1984, and a lot of the music that's in the game that you can find like on tapes around the world, it's all music from 1985. You might have heard of the name like you've probably heard of Hideo Kojima if you pay attention at all to like any gaming communities or anything like that. He's like one of the biggest video game directors. Like he's kind of a rock star in the video game arena. But so Metal Gear Solid 5 takes place in 1984, and it's basically, like, all of the music in it is basically, like, it's Hideo Kojima's favorite 1980s playlist, or early 1980s playlist, is basically the entire soundtrack. And so that previous one, Elegy, the music, that is in the game, but a few years ago, or maybe not even that long, somebody was looking for, somebody was looking for, like, was posting a Metal Gear meme or something, and they couldn't find any music that was from the game, and so they decided on a song that sounds like it was from the 80s, but is actually a song that only came out like a couple of years ago. And the song is from Duran Duran, who, to be fair, is a band that has been around since the 80s. But the song they made is actually from just a few years ago. But that song, it's a really good song. And honestly, I'm going to play it. And we're going to watch this this trailer. And the song is called Invisible. So that's why it like your name reminds me of it. And you might like the song too. Who knows? Let's find out. And yeah, I'm gonna probably, I don't even know, I don't really watch these posts about me writing cuz you know, not really too worried about it. But I'm gonna do a little dancing to it too. yeah, that's Duran Duran's Invisible. It's a good song. I love it. And I love the when the song came out, it had absolutely nothing to do with Metal Gear. It was never used in any of its advertising or anything like that. But over the past year or so, the meme just one person just like made a Metal Gear meme that had that song in it, and since then everybody's been using it in like short Metal Gear clips or anything related to Metal Gear. In fact, let's go to my my Insta real quick. I actually made a post here like a couple days ago. This one, and then it had the where's the audio for it? Huh. But the big boss thing, I saw that and immediately heard the invisible music in my head. It's a good series. It's got some really good stories in it. And it's, despite how violent the, trailers made it seem, and it's about war, and it's about death, and it's about killing, it's about shooting, it's got some real heavy topics in it, but the messaging of the entire series of, like, all the games is actually peace, and it's all about pacifism. It's actually a very, very pacifistic game, so much so that in the series, most of the games, the way that you can play them, you can play through the entire game without killing anybody. The game always gives you non-lethal options for interacting with enemies. And, it's even possible to play the game without even being seen by any enemies. It's a stealth espionage action is what is the subtitle of the Metal Gear games. And so, like, you can play through the entire games without killing anybody. And there's very few games out there that are like that. Deus Ex is like one of the only other ones, one of the only other series where you can do that. I believe it is possible to do it in the newest Cyberpunk 2077. But I'm not positive. I definitely tried to play it like that. I'm just grabbing. I'm gonna open up the VLC media player. Put all these in there. Patient followed all biocontamination guidelines and wore a level 8 environment suit. Sounds good, sounds good. Make sure to pop in a exclamation mark lurk. It's always fun. Or a level A environment suit. You don't have to be some person who studies infectious disease. And you don't have to be an epidemiologist to understand know about infection is 100% foolproof. Does the planet have an ecology? Or Ibrahim said. You understand that. Which is why there is a strict quarantine. procedure. This outpost has a strict quarantine procedure. Both Ibrahim and Takahashi Dr. Ibrahim and Takahashi looked at each other. And their the scrubs and asks, The scrubs, masks, and safety glasses they were donning. Were the very basic. Most basic protective equipment. Primarily to help prevent the doctors from passing an infection to the patient, but they did little to protect from the opposite. So that's why we were called. Takahashi said, rolling her eyes. This patient doesn't seem very quarantined to me. Dr. Ibrahim said. Well, of our, oh man. Everyone stationed here. Everyone in the outpost. For the purposes of everyone here agreed. This outpost agreed to forego individual quarantine procedures. Everyone at this outpost agreed to forego individual quarantining in favor let's see, quarantine synonyms. Whoa, Untapped new split view. Wow, That's sweet. It's a neat little... Oh, well, okay. Quarantining B. Dun, dun, dun. Dang. Top 0.008% gold fan? Innocent? Dang. Oh, I think it stopped my stuff when I started listening to my Spotify Wrapped. Hey. I think I might call that part done. Alright, scene 2. Due to an incident with the patient finding their way out of quarantine, the ship is put on lockdown. Naomi and Trey are together. Naomi is convinced to connect via BSI. Oh, that one too? Dang. Okay, I need to go back again. Well, no. For a few minutes, working alone. What was her name? Trey. We began to notice. Finished assembling the MRI. And booted it for testing calibration. Calibration first. Okay, question. Do MRI machines affect electronics? Alright. We should probably need to do this from outside the room, she said. Before looking around, noticing that Naomi hadn't returned. He left the room. And checking and checked up and down the hallway. Even trying to when she left the room, she wasn't to be found in the hallway outside either. When Trey saw that the operating room class was big. You need to find her on business. Shrugged shoulders. Started the booting procedure for the MRI machine. Hey there, Lev. What's going on? Welcome. MRI machine. I'm writing some science fiction. It's science fiction, horror / thriller, with a little bit of romance thrown in there. A little bit of sapphic romance. Also, a little bit of non-sapphic romance, but this chapter is more along the thriller romance portion of things. It's a near future interstellar thriller. There's a lot going on. Right now, we have this character, Trey. She is on a research outpost planet that one of the explorers on the outpost, who had gone to another planet from this outpost to start researching its ecology. A planet, a new planet that they discovered that they're researching, that has all kinds of some weird plant life on it. When the researcher came back a couple of weeks later, he's been doing some weird stuff. He's been seeing a light that nobody else can seem to detect, even with mechanical means. And this guy has become obsessed with this light, and has also been started rubbing his eyes, and as he's become more obsessed with this light, he's actually moved to scratching out his own eyes. And even though he's basically destroyed his eyes, he can still see this light. And the medical staff at the outpost are trying to figure out what's going on, and they're having to restrain him as they're looking, inspecting him, because he wants to face towards this light, and he's obsessed with it. And whenever he's basically pulled away and strapped to a table and stuff, he's struggling really hard. So they just put him out, and are looking at him. But the character, Trey, is a mechanic that has been assembling an MRI machine for this outpost. She works for a ship, a medical and mechanical relief ship, basically, that works under government radar. Basically, they provide, the ship provides assistance to places that basically can't really get assistance otherwise, for whatever reason. And they came to this planet to help this outpost out with whatever they needed. Turns out what they needed was more doctors and more machines to be assembled to be able to figure out what this guy has. But the reason why they can't go to other places, other people in the galaxy, more, readily available health experts and mechanics, is because the entire outpost is under quarantine, because this guy's thing seems like it might be an alien infection. So she's about to find out about that. When Trey saw that the glass was in the next room was opaque, she shrugged her shoulders and started the booting procedure for the MRI machine. As the machine booted, Bray sent a message to Naomi. I'm looking forward to reading it once it's finished. It's still a ways away. I have 27 chapters outlined for it. I'm currently on chapter 18. And I have already finished the 17 chapters before it. And they are currently available on this site, World Anvil. In fact, I go here. Boom. I don't even think you have to have an account to read it. Or, if you're interested in just a short story that's slightly related to this story, check out this story. This is called Corypheus, and it serves as a prologue to this universe that I've been writing in. It was fascinating to me to see writers that already have the entire storyline in their head. Mostly more of a Gardner type of writer, putting it in seeds, waiting to see what happens. Yeah, I definitely do kind of a blend of both. Although since I've been writing whole books, this is book number 4 in this series. I have been kind of doing the same way. I start with a basic idea and just gradually grow it out from that idea, but in a very structured way. I make sure to kind of you could call it an outline, yeah, I guess. Let's see, I have this entire outline here. Hopeless. First started with just like some basic ideas for the main characters in the 3 different stories here. Very short, one line for each of the main ideas, the main chapters, I guess. And then I went and expanded each to outline every single chapter with only a few bullet points that kind of basically describes each scene in each chapter. And from here, see, I'm on 18. Some residents of the colony have been going insane and gouging their eyes out. The ship provides the colony with much needed medical and mechanical assistance. Assists with the patient that has gouged their own eyes out, doesn't interact with anything, or only seems to face a certain direction. And I just finished writing this part, which, I changed a little bit of it, And I'm onto this part. Due to an incident with a patient fighting their way out of quarantine, the ship is put in lockdown. Naomi and Trey are together, and Naomi is convinced to connect via BSI, her brainstem interface. This is Naomi. This is one of the main characters. This is, basic representation. She's not really wearing that, but that's fine. Scene 2. Does it happen to you that as you go through the outline portions, an idea hits that makes you drastically change the later chapters? Not really. Not drastic, huge, sweeping changes. But there are some parts that that I will have to kind of change and rework a little bit. But it's not like, usually I haven't had the issue where I've had to significantly change a huge part of what's coming up or whatever. I can usually kind of rework it a little bit and do a little more minor changes that allow this new idea to fit within what I already have planned out. But yeah, between the outline and the actual writing of the thing, there are definitely points where I'll be writing and have an idea about this section that I didn't really think about before when I was doing the outline. And so the new idea is nice and interesting, and I can usually find a way to slip it in to what I previously had planned. So there's definitely still a lot of discovery, a lot of and filling out these details, finding some new stuff. I'm using the manuscripts thing on World Anvil. World Anvil is really, really awesome. In general, World Anvil is used to make an encyclopedia, basically, of the world that you're writing in. Here. So it's almost like a Wikipedia style encyclopedia where you can make your own articles and everything. And you can put in a lot of details about characters and locations and all this stuff. And most of it is free. So you can go to World Anvil and make an account and start, developing your own world, whether it's for a story like I'm doing, a book, or if it's just for role playing, a TTRPG or something. It's really well suited for that. But this manuscripts feature is something that's only available for subscribers, basically people who pay for a subscription. And I'm really liking the manuscripts feature, ever since I started using it on my last book. It's very cool. Building your own writing web app. Super minimal. You can see how having all these wiki and advanced features is helpful for complex world building. Definitely, man. But there's definitely a lot to say about a minimalized writing app. So definitely that's, you know, really interesting and really awesome that you're doing that. I'm gonna have to double check how I did messages in some of my previous stories. Speaking of after the stream, I'll go ahead and open it here because I'm actually gonna call it now. Ooh. This is neat. Cross for writing. Oh, it's a note-taking app, text editor, messaging app, a storybook, a community home, a shared document, blogging platform, a family board. It's not designed to be this or that. It's just designed for writing and clutter-free reading. Like a digital sheet of paper. Simple, unassuming, waiting to be given purpose by the hand of its user. Cross for writing. Anything. No account required. That's very cool. I like that. Dun, dun, dun. Not allowed for guests. That's cool. That's very cool. I like that. All right. At this point, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. Yeah. I want to thank everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. And check out patreon.com/BennyKill709 or buymeacoffee.com/BennyKill709. Either of these websites will allow you to support me, BennyKill709, for whatever it is that I do here. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your time zone.